This is Uriah Faber, the California Kid, and you're watching MMA Nonstop. The fight starts here.
MMA Nonstop. The fight starts here.
All right, we're here with Justin Lawrence from TUF. Justin, how you feeling? Kind of one day after being out of the house, how you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great. You know, I just got my phone back last night. That was a huge thing. You know, getting that phone call home, it was very emotional. I cried. You know, talking to my mom and dad. You know, my dad has been my head coach ever since I was 6 years old. You know, it's been the biggest challenge that I had to face. You know, I was fighting without him. You know, I have over 150 amateur fights. That's a lot of fights. You know, having that many bouts behind your record and one man in your corner the entire time. You know, it's huge for him not to be there. You know, it plays a big mental battle. You know, but it was great to get that call home and hear his voice, and he was very happy with the show. Of course, you know, we wanted to win. You know, but P.S. is a great guy, and you know, I wish the best of luck to him.
And he probably felt that you came off very well. You know, polished, very humble on the team. What do they kind of friends and family think of how you came off on the show?
You know, they were really impressed. They felt like they kind of shot the show around me at the beginning. You know, I came off. I came under that radar. You know, no one knew who Justin Lawrence was. And I remember my very first interview coming in here when I got flown in March 1st. I said, I'm here to shock the world. I'm going to put Justin Lawrence on the map. And I think I did that in a way a little bit. You know, I took out a WEC vet, James Krause. You know, he's no slouch, a tough guy, and I ran right through him. You know, and you know, Cristiano Marcelo, a very, very well-recognized, high-level jiu-jitsu black belt. You know, and I did a very, very good job. Had a great game plan. Dom and Eric did a very good job with that game plan and the strategy, and I executed to the T. So I think I did very well as far as the show.
When you got your phone last night, how many text messages did you have on there?
Oh man, you know what? At one point, I turned my phone on, and it was just, I have an iPhone, so it just constantly goes, you know. And at one point, I don't know, it was like 70 or 80, and I just gave up. I was trying to call my parents, because that was the big deal. Was call my parents, and I couldn't even carry conversation on with them. I had to let the phone rest for about 20 minutes, and it finally stopped. So I had quite a bit over about 250.
Last night you had a chance to get out of the house, and would you do anything special last night?
No, you know, I didn't really. You know, I played on that phone, and I went over to McDonald's and got me a big old milkshake.
Nice.
I was craving a milkshake, and that's all I did really.
Next week, obviously you're fighting John Cofer at the finale. What's training like? Do you train here at the TUF House for the last week, or how does training work?
Oh yeah, back on the grind. You know, I mean, you know, right now I'm in the best shape of my life. You know, Eric and Dom done a great job of, you know, getting me in the best shape I could possibly be in. You know, now it's just kind of toning up. My dad's coming in tonight. You know, that's key. You know, we're gonna hit some pads. You know, and get my rhythm back down. Yeah, he's a great wrestler. So you know, it's just getting that game plan and just fine tuning some things and really focusing on the weight cut.
What do you think about John as an opponent?
John's a tough guy. You know, he fought Vince Michelle, and you know, it was a war. You know, and I expect nothing less. You know, I expect him guns blazing. You know, he knows it's a contract on the line. I know it's a contract on the line. But let me tell you something. I sacrificed on this my entire life. I belong to this.
All right, we're looking forward to that fight next Friday night in the TUF Finale. Thanks so much, Justin, for the time. Best of luck to you.